These mainstream theories about the Great Pyramid of Giza are nothing more than a weak hypothesis at best. Because when you take a second to really admire the sheer size of this monument, it really starts to make you question everything you've ever been taught about ancient history. Here's why. The Great Pyramid itself is made up of 2.3 million large limestone blocks, with the stones ranging in size from 2 tons all the way up to 80 tons. And despite looking quite small from a distance, when up close to these limestone blocks, you realize how massive they actually are. I'm just gonna make an educated guess and say that wooden rollers would stand zero chance of being placed under 80 tons of anything, which leads me to the cuts on these stones. Every stone making up the pyramid was not glued into place using concrete or mortar or anything like you'd expect. In reality, each side was cut so precisely and placed so delicately that the joints between every stone making up the pyramid fit so perfectly together like Legos that you can't even fit a razor blade between them. Meaning that this structure has literally withstood the test of time using nothing but its own weight and precision-made cuts.
Archaeologists will tell you they could build the Great Pyramid, but I defy them to do that. The Great Pyramid is literally impossible. It's something that doesn't make any sense. It certainly doesn't make sense as the tomb of a megalomaniac. African culture, incredibly sophisticated, incredibly advanced, doing stuff that we just don't know how to do today.
We've been led to believe that this is how much they worshipped their dead bodies.
Right.
But the evidence doesn't show any of that.
No.
It's clearly a power plant and built specifically for that location on this planet. For
what do you think it was powered
usage.
by?
The hot water springs underneath it. Right.
The Great Pyramid of Giza is insane.
Right.
It's insane.
Like even Tesla says that this is where he came to get the information. No people built the pyramids. And if you look around the world, you see certain telltale things that let you know that advanced machinery was in usage. Look, there this whole thing where slaves are stronger people is a fallacy. We like to believe that slaves are stronger. Slaves are weaker because they don't eat the right food and they live a terrible life. Your slave population is not smarter and better condition.
Look, I want aliens to be real as much as the next person, but the people who really are into aliens are so silly. Pyramids exist in a bunch of different places. And so they must have been made by aliens because they're the same shape. And how could people in these vastly different parts of the world come up with the same shape? And that shape is a pile. You think people in multiple places could not have come up with piles? Have you seen what happens if you give blocks to kids? Like if a bunch of different cultures that all made the same shape and it was an inverted pyramid, like they all decided to put the big stuff on the top. Now we can talk. Or if it wasn't just rocks, if it was like, oh, we have these floating piles of water, that's interesting. How lame are these aliens that they traveled thousands of light years just to make a stack of our pre-existing rocks? Those are our rocks. They didn't even bring their own rocks. When they were leaving, people were probably like, oh, that's it? That's it. I mean, we appreciate it. Thank you for you making a stack of our rocks. You didn't bring like flying machines or infinite energy solution.
Hey, where'd you guys get those pyramids? Oh, you built them? Okay. Come on, did some other aliens bring them? Was it the Ungarks? Huh? Come on. Was it the Publets? The Publets? You seriously built those yourself? Well, goddamn. It's a little embarrassing. I don't even want to tell. Should I tell them? I'll just tell them. I mean, we came here to bring you guys some pyramids. We didn't think you could do that. You gotta understand that for us, this is like if all of a sudden you turned around and you saw a fish playing the flute. You know what I mean? Like, pretty well. They're lined up to Orion's belt. Okay. Where'd you get the anti-gravity tech to move the big rocks? You pushed them? Okay, strong guy. Holy shit, can I get one of these? Can you do one of these? We got a big circle of rocks to go drop off in England, and then I guess we call it a day. Good stuff.